Hey everybody, Captain B-Nard back here with another Wi-Fi battle. Exciting day today because, as promised, I do have that one final new team for you guys. So we are just going to go ahead and jump right into it. And this one is going to be against Alex, another random person offline. So, as you can see, this new team here has a lot of familiar faces on it, although a lot of Pokemon that I have not used in quite some time here. The only Pokemon here that I've never used before is the Sharpedo, but everything else, the Hitmonchan, the Moltres, the Manectric, the Metagross, and the Shiinotic are all Pokemon that I've used in prior games, although once again it has been quite a while since I've used any of those. So, looking at the opponent's team, it looks to be very powerful, very cool. So, we'll see, what do I want to lead with here? I think we're going to go with... I think we're going to go with the Manectric, actually. And we'll see how that works out. So once again, just trying to get some fun battles with this team here to round off Sword and Shield. So there he is, and he is going to lead with the Clefable, as we led with the Manectric. So that's not terrible for us. So what do we want to do here? I think we're just going to go ahead and go Volt Switch right out of the gate. And we are Choice Scarf, so we know we're going to outspeed. So we're going to get that chip. That is going to take him down by almost half, which is pretty nice. Nice damage there. And then we're going to get the mandatory switch. And off of that, I think we're just going to go ahead and come in with the Metagross, actually. So there it is, the Brainiac, ready to go, as he just goes for the Stealth Rock to get the entry hazard set up. Which does kind of suck since I don't have a way to remove it on the team here. And then he is going to regain some HP with the leftovers. So, he does have a number of potential switches, but, yeah. Which one is he going to go into is the question, and I think we're just going to go ahead and make the obvious play, though, in Meteor Mash. And indeed, he's not going to want to stay in on this matchup. So he's going to go ahead and switch into the Arcanine. So he's going to go for the Intimidate, but we do have the Clear Body, so not going to lower our attack. And then we are going to go for the Meteor Mash. So that is going to do pretty good damage to this thing, chip it down by about a quarter. We do take the Rocky Helmet, though, which sucks. And then we're going to regain some HP with the leftovers. So I think we are just going to actually go ahead and switch into the Moltres here. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Predicting the fire move, of course. So going to come in with Jean Grey, the Phoenix. Going to get the pressure coming into play. And he's going to Wild Charge, so he predicts that. So that sucks for us. So that's going to take us down by almost half, and then he's going to take some recoil there. So I think we're actually going to want to try to roost up here. So we're going to go ahead and try to do that. He might stay in, but knowing it's not, another one's not going to be enough to take us out, he might not. So we'll see what he wants to do. And no, he's not going to want to stay in, so he's going to switch, and he's going to switch into the Melodic, actually. So that's not terrible, as we do go Roost. So we're going to go ahead and go back up to full HP, which is pretty nice for us. And then this thing is going to get burned off the Flame Orb, which is obviously not nice for us. So we're not going to want to stay in on this matchup for sure. So unfortunately, we're still on the defensive here. Going to have to switch into the Shiinotic here, predicting the Water move. So there it is, the Shrooms coming in. And we do take the Stealth Rock damage, as this thing is going to go Toxic. So that kind of sucks. We are going to get badly poisoned here. So, yeah, not good. And we are going to regain some HP with the leftovers, but then we're going to take the poison damage. So that's going to kind of negate our leftovers and then some eventually, so that's definitely not great for us. This thing is going to take some burn damage as well. So he does have a number of potential switches, or he could stay in, but he's probably going to be a protect set, I would imagine, but yeah, so I think we're going to go ahead, we're going to predict the switch here, and we're going to go Spore. And no, he stays in and protects. Okay, so he does that to stall out another turn of poison. So yeah, protect wouldn't have done anything anyway since he has already burned. So we do get some HP back from the leftovers and take the poison damage once again. And then he is also going to take the burn damage. So I think at this point we're just going to go ahead and go Giga Drain. We already showed the Spore, so he might want to stay in, and indeed he does stay in, kind of just predicting us to Spore again. So he Scalds, we're not going to take too much damage from that, and then we're going to Giga Drain. So that is going to do a ton of damage to this thing, actually. That's going to knock him down to about a quarter, and then we do get all of our HP back from that, so that's good. Then we take some more poison damage, which is definitely racking up. He's going to take some burn damage as well. So he's in the red, so now he kind of has a tough call to make, because if he stays in and recovers, he's not going to gain enough to survive another Giga Drain, or he could switch out. So it's going to be, this is going to be a real judgment call turn here, actually. And I think the safest thing for us to do is just go Giga Drain again, so that's what we're going to do. Because if he stays in, he stays in and protects, so that's actually a little bit of a weird one, weird play. So yeah, we're not going to get the Giga Drain, and then we're going to get HP recovery and take poison damage, and then he's also going to take burn damage here. So I'm pretty confident the recover is going to be his fourth move. So we're kind of playing a dangerous game at this point, unfortunately. He has a lot of solid switch-ins to whatever we go for, and the poison damage is really racking, but I think we just have to stay in and Giga Drain again, and we'll see what he does. And he stays in and Scalds. Okay, so maybe he doesn't have recover, I don't know, but he's going to get more chip off the Scald. We're going to go Giga Drain again, and this time it'll definitely be enough to get rid of the Melodic, which is good. We do get a little bit of HP back from that, which is also good. And we get rid of the Melodic, which is nice. That's going to drop him to 5. We get more HP back from the leftovers, but unfortunately at this point the poison damage is going to be massively racked up, and that's going to take us all the way down to about a quarter. So yeah, that's definitely not good, although we did win the war of attrition there between the Melodic and the Shiinotic, but definitely worse for wear for it. So we'll see what he wants to bring in response to that. And he's definitely thinking about this one. And it's going to be the yeah, Aegislash. Okay, so I think we're definitely not going to want to stay in on this matchup, since he could easily King Shield, and then the poison damage will just take us out. So I think we're just going to go ahead and come in with the Moltres, predicting that that's what he's going to want to do. So going to save Shiinotic for later, at least a little bit later. So there is the Moltres once again. Got the pressure coming in, and okay, he's going to stance change, so he's probably going to go Shadow Sneak then, I guess. And no, Iron Head. Okay, so yeah, he's going to hit us with an Iron Head. Not going to do too much damage. He's going to take some Life Orb damage too. So yeah, I think at this point we can pretty safely go Scorching Sands. So that's what we're just going to do, which won't be a bad play regardless of what he wants to bring in. But yeah, he isn't going to stay in. He's going to go for the switch, and he's going to switch in with the Arcanine, so that's actually pretty perfect. So he's going to get the Intimidate to lower our attack. Not going to matter because we're a special attacker, and we're going to hit him with that Scorching Sands, and we're max special attack, so it is enough actually to get rid of that Arcanine, and that is going to knock him down to 4, so that's pretty incredible for us. So definitely a nice nice move there, trying to climb back into it. So now he's going to go ahead and come in with the Dragapult. So we could stay in and attack this thing. We don't really, I mean, we could, or we don't really want to take an attack, though, maybe with the Moltres, so we could switch. I guess, honestly, there's probably not much of a point of switching right now, so I think we're actually just going to stay in and go Air Slash on this thing. And so, okay, he's packing Thunderbolt, so that kind of sucks. And we do take that, though not very well. Knocks us down to about a third, and we're going to hit him with an Air Slash in return. And that is going to do a ton of damage, actually. That's going to knock him down to about a third as well. And then he regains some HP with the leftovers. So we definitely can't take another Thunderbolt. So if we want to save the Moltres, we're going to have to switch here. I do think we kind of want to save the Moltres. Maybe. Possibly. Yeah, I think we kind of want to save it. So, so yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and switch in with the Shiinotic basically as fodder at this point. Because we could recover with Moltres later. So, going to go ahead and come in with the Shiinotic. And we'll see what he wants to do. We take the Stealth Rock. He's going to Dragon Darts. And that is actually not going to affect us, which is good. So we do kind of get a free switch there. And then we're both going to regain HP with the leftovers and then take, we're going to take the poison damage. So, yeah, I don't really think that, honestly, it's going to matter what we click here, but we're just going to go ahead and click Moonblast, since I don't think we can take an attack from this thing. So he's actually packing Steel Wing. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. So yeah, that's just going to finish us off. So yeah, that's going to knock us down to 5, and he's going to regain more HP with the leftovers. So that's not great. But we do have, I would imagine his fourth move is probably a Ghost Attack. So we do have a couple of options here, and I think the best one is going to be the Hitmonchan, actually. So we're going to go ahead and come in with Hitmon Jackie Chan and take the rocks damage. And so I think the best thing we can do here is just go Throat Chop, so that's what we're going to do. And he's going to Dragon Darts, so we're going to see how much it does. And we can take that, actually, though not very well. We survive with about a quarter HP, and we're going to Throat Chop in return. And that will definitely be enough from that range to get rid of that Dragapult, which is nice. And that's going to knock him down to 3. So not in too bad of shape here right now, which is pretty nice. But we will see what he wants to bring in response. So he's definitely taking his time thinking about this one. And it is going to go ahead and be the Gengar. Okay, so is it worth trying to save the Hitmonchan? Is the question, I guess, at this point. What do we have waiting in the wings here? Good question. Probably not, unfortunately. So I think we're actually just going to stay in, and we're just going to Bullet Punch this thing to try and get some chip on the way out. So we're going to hit it with the Bullet Punch, and that's going to take him down by about a quarter, so that's not terrible. He's going to Nasty Plot. Okay, so that actually kind of sucks. So he's going to get that sharp special attack increase, so he's going to be setting up there. We're just going to stay in and Bullet Punch again here. Get another round of chip damage on this thing, and that's going to knock him down to about a third, which is not terrible, but he is going to Psychic in return, and that is definitely going to be enough to take the Hitmonchan out, and that is going to knock us down to 4. So that's okay, though. I think at this point we're definitely going to want to come in with the Manectric. Since we are Choice Scarf, we know we're going to outspeed. So we're going to come in with the Shock Collar and take the Stealth Rock damage. And yeah, I think we are definitely just clear to go for that Choice Scarf Volt Switch. So that's what we're going to do. Definitely going to outspeed since we know he's not Scarf. And that Volt Switch is going to be enough to get rid of that Gengar. And that is going to knock him down to 2. And of course we get the mandatory switch. So I think we are going to want to come in, actually I think we want to come in with the Metagross so we can get another round of leftovers recovery, although we are going to have to take the Stealth Rocks on the switch in, and then we do get that another round of leftovers recovery, which is nice. So that just negates the stealth rock damage, essentially. So we will see what he wants to bring in then. He is definitely running low on options, and his option is going to be the Aegislash. Alright, so not terrible. I think we just go Earthquake here. It's really the only play. So he is going to stance change. I'm guessing maybe this time Shadow Sneaks, and yes, he does Shadow Sneak this time. So that is actually going to do quite a bit of damage to us, knocking us to a little above half, but we do easily survive it. He takes the Life Orb recoil, and we go for the Earthquake in return, which will definitely be enough since this thing changed to Blade form to take out the Aegislash and drop him to just one Pokemon, as we do regain more HP with the leftovers. So I believe his last Pokemon at this point is the Clefable, so he is just going to go ahead and come in with that. And so I think we are just going to go ahead and click Meteor Mash here once again. And he is going to go ahead and forfeit. Okay. Alright, so we're going to get a 4-1 victory there, technically, even though it would have just been a 4-0 had he not forfeited. So don't really like it when people do that, but it was actually still a good match, so we'll go ahead and keep it. So take the league card, and we are going to quit. So yeah, that was a pretty nice victory there for the maiden voyage of the team. So yeah, that should be it. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. So that's it, and we'll see you next time.